regards to that.
Help me understand what it is you see, because like, help me understand your experience of what you're feeling, seeing, like I don't know.
Yeah. So I'm saying like I go out to the neighborhood and then I don't know all the result. Like there's always closes, or like I can't remember them on the door, or actually that's like every now and then, but it's getting better. But I've just been seeing like, oh yeah, we already have a company. Oh, we already have a company. Like that's been like a consistent thing over the past few weeks.
So that's actually a really good point. So this morning I was listening to one of your pitches, and I heard a lady. She was like, oh yeah, my husband set something up already last week. I think they already came out. And you were like, oh, okay, no sale here. I could tell you're like, okay. You kind of like, okay. But then she was like, but what do you guys do? How much do you guys cost? You know, she was, give me more. You know, you kind of stopped. You kind of quit. But she was like, give me more information. So you're like, oh, okay. Let me give you more information. Price. You gave her price. And then she was like, okay, well, can I get a phone number? Asking for more. She was the one making the conversation continue. And she asked for your number. You got her number. That was good. I don't think there was any like service explained, like, or benefits. You didn't ask like, okay, no worries, yeah, no pressure. I can't do all the work out here, so just making sure everybody has somebody. Who's coming out for you guys? When they say, oh, I don't know, like, honestly, I've just done this so long, like, what she said was to me a smokescreen. I didn't believe her. The way she said it, I was like, I don't think you actually have someone coming out. I think you're just giving me some smoke screens, but you actually are interested. You actually probably do need somebody. And that's exactly what happened with me and Austin. Exact same conversation. This wife answered, oh, I think my husband already got something set up. I think like, okay, cool. Did they already come out to service you? Yeah, I think so. Cool. Who was it? I don't know. Okay, well, no worries. I can't do everyone. A lot of people do end up using me in the long run. But let me just tell you a couple things that are different or why you might need it. Let me send you a quote. Let me follow up. And then I got her to see, okay, if you have Home Team or if you have this company, why we are the best company, no matter who you have, but what makes us unique and what makes us the best is we're local, we do rodents, we are high quality, and then the price is a home run too. The price while you're here and you can get the best for the cheapest. And so I got her to have a desire for it by explaining just what it is we do. And that's the thing is I didn't explain anything different. I just explained what we do, which is, you know what we do. Like you explain to everybody. We check the attic for rodents. We, do the full yard. We sweep the eaves. We spray the base, spider traps. Like I'm not explaining anything more than you know. I'm not telling you anything different than you already know what we do. I just told her what we did compared to what Home Team does or compared to other companies that don't do a full service. So she was like, huh. And then I sent her the quote. The next day on the 4th of July at 11 a.m., she signs it. She just signed it. And so like with that lady, when I hear that, I'm like, okay, I don't know. I'm still going to try. Because the thing is I've learned too is people assume that when you're knocking on their door, you're a liar. You're a scammer. They don't believe what you're saying. And since they think you're lying to them, they feel like it's okay to lie to you. And so they'll make up all kinds of crazy excuses. And I just assume that it's not true and go with that assumption. And then most of the time they end up signing up. Like I was with Mike, and this is another example, but I was with Mike And they did sign up. They'd had 3 services done. They were just there on Friday servicing the house. But I explained what we did compared to what they do, and who we are compared to who they are, and our price compared to their price. And she was like, I don't know who we have. Okay, when's the last time they came out? Yeah, they were here Friday. Okay, how much do they charge? I don't know. And I'm fishing out if they're telling the truth or not. And she's like, let me go pull up my phone and see. Oh yeah, they charged me $49 a month. They only charged me $49. Is that a month or a quarter? I think that's a quarter. Okay, that sounds like a monthly price. Let me look. Oh yeah, they have been charging me that monthly. It's $150 a quarter. Okay, cool. Yeah, it'd only be $119 a quarter. Oh, and I wouldn't leave this mud dauber on your eave right here. Yeah, they were here quick. I don't really like them. They are going to charge you a $200 cancellation fee to go with us, but it is what it is, rather than wasting another $400 on something that's not working. Yeah, that makes sense. Build a little bit of rapport, close it. So I'm closing the wives who are saying, oh, we have somebody, they just came out. I think he handles that. I don't know who it is. I'm closing the people who are like, yeah, I just got it done. Don't believe what they're saying. Just follow the script, tell them the value, and close them. And when you explain the price, you explain the service, and then you close them, then a lot of times they will now see the value, they'll now want the value, and they'll be like, okay, my email is, this or that. Cool, I've got a spot tomorrow at 2 or tomorrow at 4. Which one's better for you? 4. And you'll completely sign them up by just following the exact script, and then they will, you'll be like, but I thought you said you had someone coming out, and I thought you said this or that, and you don't want to bring it up. But I've had so many people sign up, even though they said, oh yeah, we just went bankrupt, and we have a company, and he's my brother, and all this other stuff. They give you, smokescreens aren't just, I'm not interested. Smokescreens are, my husband handles that. I think he already has somebody coming out. Oh, we have my husband's brother works for a company and does it for us. Have you heard that one before?
Yeah, Jamie, she gave me the sunflowers.
Exactly. She was giving me a smokescreen. She was giving me, there's some type of situation that makes it not possible for me to sign up. Rather than me saying, I'm not interested, go away, they're going to lie and say there's some situation that makes it not possible for me to sign up, so I don't have to tell you no. I'm going to tell you some soft story to make it not possible to sign up. But if you believe them, then it's worked. And then you just go around all day like, oh man, I haven't found anybody who wants to sign up. They're just giving you general sales resistance. They're just, yeah, something other or another, and they lie. And they did this study where within the first 60 seconds of most people meeting each other, they lie 2 times. Everywhere, always, everybody. Some weird little slip comes out. If it's just an exaggeration, oh yeah, I did this or that, they lie. And on the doors even more so. They're gonna lie and create some situation that makes it not possible to move forward. Don't stop. Okay, no worries. Well, let me just show you what it is we do in case you ever need it. Price, service, close, resolve ace close, resolve ace close, resolve ace close until they see and feel the value, and then they're like, oh, okay, I actually kind of want. And then they start asking buying questions. Is this pet friendly? Yeah, okay. And they start asking buying questions, and then they'll close themselves, and they'll overcome they'll come up with an excuse. They'll solve their own objections. Once they want it, they'll come up with some excuse about why they are able to do it now. They'll be like, you know what? I actually don't think my husband signed up with somebody. You know what? Even if I have to pay $200, they'll lie again to cover up their lie, to now lie about a reason why they can sign up.
Yeah.
So just keep moving forward. just intro, past the smoke screen, whatever the smoke screen is. It could be, it's all kinds of crazy stuff. Oh, I need to take my dog to the vet, and he just like got sick, and so we have a bunch of medical bills, so we can't afford this right now. Sorry. Don't stop. Okay, no worries. If you ever need it in the future, if things turn around, just so you know what we do, price, service. Oh, my husband just lost his job and there's no way we could ever afford this. Like, it's just not a good time financially. We just can't do it right now. I heard Austin do one of those and he was like, okay. Okay. He's like, but I do want it. I do need it. I got tarantulas. Come back next month. And he was like, okay. Didn't explain price, didn't explain service, took the smoke screen and went away. Like, this other lady, Angela, he talked to, she was like, oh yeah, I want it, but come back later. They don't want you to come back later. They want you to just do it and close it now. They just want to give you a little bit of like resistance to like get you to fight for it and make sure that they know that they're getting like a good deal, and to test your sincerity. Because if you're lying, like straight-faced lying, you won't stand up to an objection. You'll flake away from it. So they want to make sure that you are telling the truth by doubling down on the thing you said and be like, nah, you should get it. I am here to do it. Like, it is really something you should do and I'll stand up for it. Not like, oh, it's not that important actually. I'll just leave. Like, it is super important. They want it. They want it. They just have natural, and you're just like, okay, no worries. Just no worries. I understand. It's okay. We'll get through this. Let's sign up. Come on. You'll be fine. This is what you need. Okay. It's like, come on. You need to help them. They need help. So that's what I'm seeing, is that you still are getting kind of caught up on the smoke screens because they're getting creative with them. And that's not something you would naturally know. Like, I think in your situation with your experience, you're like, oh, well, yeah, they said this. And that makes sense. But I've just done it tens of thousands of times, and I've sold all those people who say all of those things. So I don't believe them anymore. Like, yeah. And you in your time have seen it now too. You've seen me do it.
Right.
I'm like, that's why I don't believe him, because I'm like, yeah, I know. It's okay. I know. It's okay. Okay, let's still sign up. It's okay. I know.
Yeah.
I'm like, let's do this. And then they're like, huh, actually that is good. Okay, I do want to do that. Actually, what I said doesn't matter. Let's do it. Cool. Do you want me to put together some routes starting north, running south? And I'm gonna give you a couple additional routes of like new stuff. So like, how many football fields can you run through today? Like, there's $100 at the end of every football field, and as many football fields as you can sprint through is as many dollars as you can get. And I'm going to send you a motivational video about getting across football fields. Have you ever seen like the video where he's got a guy like on his back?
He turns out to be 160. Yeah. I'd love to watch it again though.
Nice. Yeah, it's a great one, because that's what it is. Like, when I was out there my first summer in DFW and it was 110 degrees and I had no car and I was dropped off in areas for hours at a time, I was tired, and that's something I would repeat in my head constantly is, give it everything you got, give it everything you got, give it everything you got. And I'd be like sick, like I'd have a headache, I'd feel sick, and the last thing I'd want to do is smile. But they would open that door, and when they opened that door for another 15 seconds, I would just give it everything I had and smile and pretend like it was the best day of my life and fake it. And then they would give me a good response because I gave them a good response, and they would be happy, and then that would make me be happy. And then I was able to like compound on that 15 seconds of faking it to get another 15 seconds of faking it. And then I started feeling good, and then I made a sale, which made me feel good. And then I'd leave and I'd be like, oh my gosh, I'm so tired. Like, I'm so tired. Or I'd get kicked in the face 10 times in a row and want to quit, but I'd be like, give it everything you got. Like, you can go further than you think you can. You have way more than you think you do. And so, like, give it everything you got. Like, you can go way past the 10-yard line. You can go past into the end zone with someone on your back. Like, don't give up. Give it everything you got. How many football fields can you crawl across with somebody on your back? I promise you it's 10 times more than you're giving yourself credit for. So, there's my motivational speech for the day. There you go. You got it.
Sweet.
Good stuff. I don't want to keep you all day. I just sent you that video. But while you're driving, be overcoming objections. Like, I'll text you objections or something, but today overcome those smoke screens. And no matter what they say, okay, yeah, no pressure. Let me just show you what I'm doing for Nancy, just so you know, in case you ever do need it. You know, okay, no worries. This is my retirement plan. This is my uncle's company. I'm going to be working here for the next 50 years. So if it's not this year, no worries. But just so you know who we are and what we do, price, service, close. And then, like you did with that, the reason you closed that guy yesterday and got a great price is because you started super high and you had him negotiate the initial price down. You said it's $429 for the first service. Then it's cheap, just $69 a month. So he's like, okay, $69, I'm not worried about that. I'm worried about the $429. Let me negotiate with this guy, and then I just got a $300 drop. Cool. I did a good job negotiating. I got a good price, $69 a month. Let's do it. Because you started high and you made him work, and all he worked on was the initial price. So if you leave the initial price high and let him work on that, then if he's worked on that and put effort into getting that lower, he's not going to put effort into getting the other ones lower. He's not going to be like a complete jerk and like try to just negotiate on everything with you. Like
that one Indian guy.
Yeah. So just, dude, I know I sound like a broken record, but just follow the script and just keep going.
Uh-huh.
Like, they're going to give you a smoke screen. They're always going to give you a smoke screen. It doesn't matter what it is. Doesn't matter what they say after that introduction. Just smile and say, yeah, no worries. Let me just show what I'm doing for Nancy. Let me just show what I'm doing for John down here. Just so you know what we do, in case you ever need it. This house is about $2,500. Price. Don't stop. Service. Don't stop. Close. You have to close, because that's what happened with that other lady, right? She was feeling it, but you didn't close. You're gonna be here tomorrow, right? Yeah, cool. I just need a good first and last name to get started. And then you're going. Then you're filling out paperwork. They say no, sweeten the deal, sweeten the deal, sweeten the deal. So,
if they say no, like they're not going to be here tomorrow, like just give them more of an incentive to do it.
No, I mean, they're like, oh, but I'm not going to be here tomorrow. And if it's like, okay, no worries. Scheduling is the easy part. Just getting the account set up is what really matters. What's a good first and last name to get started? If they're like, well, I'm not going to be here tomorrow, but it's like a positive. Okay, yeah, no worries. Scheduling is the easy part. I'll get that one figured out after. What's your name?
Okay.
Like, don't let that stop you. Keep moving forward through the sale. Okay, no worries. We'll get that figured out. What's your first and last name?
Yeah, okay.
Then let them give you another objection. Like, Oh, well, I think I'll pass this time. Okay, no worries. Just call somebody so we don't ping pong the bugs around. But one thing, if you did want me to let me take care of it, one thing we do that other companies don't is out here in the yard. What I'll do for you is this, and that. If you just make sure the lock's off the gate, I'll go ahead and treat the front and back yard so your neighbor's bugs don't migrate into your property. If that sounds good. Buying situation, yes or no? Let me get a card and I'll call you. Yeah, it's just a first come, first serve. No worries. But if you do want me to let you, another thing we do that I think you'll like is in the garage. Spire traps, open the garage, if that works for you. Okay, sounds good.
Yeah.
If you want to, if you want to role play real fast with me, I can. Like I'm just going to give you a smoke screen, and I'm going to give you all the objections, and you just got to push through them.
Yeah.
So give me your introduction.
Hey, how's it going?
Good. What's up?
Good. I'm just here helping out your neighbor. I'm Nancy, right across the street, and then also James out there, helping them out and another 10 of your neighbors. The issue is with all the construction that's been going on.
I'm going to stop you real quick, and I'm going to add something else into the mix. Pretend you are the biggest, strongest, you just got the biggest, baddest chin in the world, and you're just a complete stud, and you're jacked, and you're tall, and you're good looking, pretty much exactly like you actually are. Let's just pretend that you're the biggest, most confident person in the world, and you've got everything going for you, which you pretty much do. And let's let that come through in our tone and body language, and just come off as super confident, and say the pitch that way, because it's coming off a little bit let's just fake you like you're overly confident, like you're an actor, you know how to do that. Hey, how's it going? Good. Be super cocky and confident and sure, and let's just practice it that way.
Hey, how's it going?
Good.
Good. Yeah, so I'm just here as a courtesy notice. I'm helping out your neighbor, Nancy, across the street, and also James. I think he's your backyard neighbor.
Mm-hmm.
The issue is with all the construction that's been going on. It's been kicking up a lot of black crickets, getting some roaches, and then also wolf spiders. If we can help you or helping out your neighbors, James, Nancy, and the rest of them, we can do it for super cheap.
Oh, I think I'm good. I think I've already got somebody set up with somebody. I just kind of took care of myself a little bit, but I think we're good probably. I appreciate you.
Oh yeah, for sure. Let me just tell you what I'm doing for Nancy and James, just so you know, just in case you do need something. Can I ask how many square feet is your house? Would you say 2,500 square feet?
Yeah.
Okay. So typically, if you were to call in, it would be $329 for the initial. We'll be here tomorrow. And so it'll be $329 for us coming out tomorrow typically, and then after that the quarterly is cheap, just $59 a month. But since I'm here, I can actually cut down that initial. I can take $100 off of that for you. Well, the thing that Nancy really liked that we do is up here in your eaves. This is where the hornets and the black widows hang out. What we need to do is get a big brush and dust all along the eaves. What that will do is that'll prevent all these bugs from crawling up and in. You see that little gap in the board up there? So they go up behind that and then infest your house. And infestations are bad because they do structural damage, and then they pop in when you have all your guests over for dinner parties. The other thing, this is what James really liked here at the base of your home. You see these little weep holes?
Mm-hmm.
So this is like the front door for bugs getting into your house. What we need to do when we're here is we'll go take the best product on the market, and we'll go 3 feet up and 3 feet out, giving you 6 feet of protection. And that's going to stop all those bugs from crawling in the weep holes and then getting in your food, popping in during dinner parties, like we just discussed, and doing structural damage. And then my favorite thing is if you see anything in between any of our services, you just give us a call and we'll come back and take care of it completely free, typically the very next day. Are you going to be here tomorrow?
Yeah, I don't know. I think I'm probably good. I'll pass. I appreciate you.
Okay, for sure. Yeah. No worries. Maybe just like call your bug guy or run down to Home Depot. Because since we are treating over here, we don't want to we're going to be sending all the bugs away from these houses, and unfortunately that'll mean into your yard unless it is treated this week.
Okay.
So tell you what, one thing that we'll be doing for all of our customers is out here in the yard. A lot of companies, they just hire some 18-year-old kid to like get a power sprayer and just spray along the entire, spray the yard down. What we do, we use a water-activated granule, and that gives you long-time protection against the bugs, and it's pet-friendly, kid-friendly, and it'll stop all the bugs push all the bugs away from your house. And that's included in that initial price. I can throw that on for you. We'll take care of it all for you. I just need a name and number to get started.
Okay. So, well, if I do see any of those bugs, can I like get your phone number? I'll give you a call.
For sure. No worries. The only thing is, like, I can give you my card and the phone number, but it's not like it's like a one-time deal thing. It's only because I'm here. We have other guys who are treating this week that I can give you this lower price. What do you say? I just put you on the schedule tentatively, and then you can call. You can like discuss with the wife about it, and then if you look us up, you'll see we have 5 stars. We're all good. You'll see we're great, and you'll just be like, okay, no worries. So I can just put you on the schedule tentatively, and then you can say later on.
I'll just jump in real quick. You did it a little too soon in the pitch. Like you haven't laid down enough aces and built up enough confidence for me to be able to say yes right there. Like, before you offer that as an option, you should add more value, like with the spider traps, and add more value with like first add more value with the spider traps, then add more value by showing them the reviews on Google and showing them that they can trust us because we're a big company and we got good reviews and everything like that. And then build confidence in us compared to others by telling what makes us unique, that we'll check the attic for free as well and put up some monitoring stations and treat for like silverfish and roaches. And then close on them after you've laid down those more value and more trust with the reviews. Then I'm going to feel more likely to be okay saying yes. Then that's after you do those things, you're going to see them kind of on the fence a little bit more, like and that's when they kind of want to say yes, but they still are holding back for a little bit. So that's when you give them the option of, well, you know, you don't need 100% commit right now, but it's a lot easier to take you off of the route than it is to put you on the route tomorrow once all the spots are filled up. So if you at all think this like might be a good idea, typically that's when they bring up the wife objection, and that's when I bring up the tentative thing after they've like, well, I need to talk to my spouse. Okay, no worries. So correct me if I'm wrong. You think it sounds like a good idea. You just want to check with the wife first. Okay, let's go ahead and tentatively, feel free to say no, but let's go ahead and tentatively put you on the schedule for tomorrow. That'll give you the time to talk to your wife, to do everything. But I don't bring up the wife objection unless they brought it up, because I'm just giving them more ammo to give back to me. I just continue through the process, and I'm going to close them 2 more times before they have a chance to bring up the wife objection. I'm going to say, Cool. Tell you what, no worries. One thing I think you'll really like that I didn't tell you about us is what we do in the garage. I'll put up the spider traps. If you can just make sure the garage is open tomorrow, I'll take care of those for you if you want. That sound good? Okay, what's a good email? No, I'll hold off again. I wanted you to think about it. Okay, let me give you some stuff to think about. Like I said, I'm not doing all the work out here. I just got 2 more spots to fill up, so no pressure. But just so you know who we are, here's our reviews. Here's a couple other companies I might recommend. The thing that makes us unique, when people use us, is because we take care of the attic as well for like things like rodents. If you'll let me come out here tomorrow, I'll make sure we do a free rodent inspection up there and treat for silverfish and roaches as well. Most companies aren't going to do that. I don't know of any other companies that do that. If you can make sure the attic is accessible, we'll take care of that for you tomorrow as well. Okay? And they're like, well, I needed to talk to my wife is really the thing. Okay, no worries. Can we just tentatively put you on the schedule then? That'll give us time to talk to your wife. If she ends up saying no, I'll go ahead and just schedule this for like 2 days out. So let's say like Friday. That'll give you tonight and tomorrow to think about it. And then if it ends up lining up perfect, you've already got a discounted spot. And then I can just, if you end up pulling off the route, I've already got like 10 people lined up that are in the same situation, wanting to talk to their spouse and think about it. The thing is, I haven't given any of them this good of a price, and I've kind of got to get going. So if, I'd rather than going back and offering them this price and getting them to say yes because I didn't offer them this price, I'd rather just sign you up, get you on the schedule, have my job done, and be able to go because I got to get going. So can we just tentatively put you on the schedule just so I'm like kind of done my job, filled up the route? Because I can't go home until that route's filled up. And so if you fill it up for me, you'll be doing me a big favor. Even if you want to pull off tomorrow, no worries. But it seems like this is going to be a good fit for you. Seems like you'll need it. To you, does it seem like a good idea? You just want to make sure it's good with your wife? Okay. Well, let's just get everything set up as far as we can, and then we'll talk to her tonight. But what's a good email list and everything too? Close. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yeah. I think I'll have to run through it a few times to get it in my head, but yeah.
Okay.
I can order to reproduce it.
Yeah, in order to be like smooth with it. So yeah. Quick, and I recorded this. I'll put it on YouTube. I'll send it to you. You can watch it again if you need a reminder.
Right.
But let me ask you a question. Let me do like a quick little practice thing with you. Do you know any songs by heart?
Oh yeah.
What's a song you know by heart?
Life is a Highway by Rascal Flatts.
Can you give me 15 seconds of that? No, you don't have to be perfect singing voice, but give me the words to that. Sing it.
Life's like the road that you travel along. You'll one day here and the next day gone. Sometimes you bend, sometimes you stand, sometimes you're doing your back to the wind. I can go on if you want, but...
Dude, that was awesome. Do you know any other songs?
I'm probably familiar.
Okay, so because I'll tell you, there were 0 justs, or stutters when you delivered those words to me.
Right.
You delivered those words perfectly, with the right tone and the right pace, and you sounded confident when you did it. The pitch and the script is no different than a song. And you just proved to me that you can deliver a script perfectly with no ums, ands, or buts about it. You need to memorize this script as if it was a song and go sing this song to everybody on the doors. And completely take out, and I know you are a performer, you dance in front of people, right? Like, you're not scared. You're not scared in front of people. I just don't think you have the song memorized. I just think you're getting on stage without rehearsing. And you're going to a swim meet without knowing the strokes first.
Sure,
like,
yeah.
You just need to sing the song and listen to the song 100 times or 1,000 times. But continuing to get on stage and try to remember the words to the song, you're going to continue to fumble through the words to the song if you don't practice first before getting on stage.
Right.
Like, so when you're giving the pitch to me, or when I listen to you giving the pitch on the doors, You're stuttering, you're saying ums, and your tone is off, which is killing you. And it's not that you can't say it without it. You can. You just showed me. You can do it. You just need to run through it a bunch more times, and it's totally worth it. There's so much money to be made. And that's all I've done, is all I have ever done is memorize this 15-minute pitch. And I can sing that song perfectly in tune when I'm on the doors in front of somebody. And it works. And then you get better at it too, and you can start to freestyle and, you know, I'm like,
oh yeah, all this scatting.
So dude, you got this. You can do it. Practice singing the song. Give it everything you got. And dude, it's going to change your life.
Yes, sir.
So RAC. That's where it seems like you needed the RAC, because you didn't have that. You got a little derailed, and you need to sing just the normal script a couple more times to get it just smooth. Boom, 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 boom. And it's a duet. They're singing their parts and you're singing your parts. And it's an acting. They're going to give you a smokescreen. They're going to give you an objection. They are. It's just part of the song. It's part of the show. It wouldn't be a good movie if there was no villain in it giving challenges that you had to overcome, you know?
Right.
So make it a good show. Give those people on the doors a good show. Don't let the protagonist get shot in the head in the first 5 seconds. It's a dumb movie.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, sounds good.
I'm done. Go kill him. Sweet.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thanks. Bye.